I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakwakwadosh. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles of the Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect. And Shalom to the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who are today known as the Negro, Latinos, and Native Indians, but before losing their true heritage, were known as the Israelites of the Holy Bible. Well, Akim, there's big news today in the world of the chip. It's coming to fruition what has been prophesied here in Revelations 13 and 16. And he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, 666, or pi, stigma. Now, today, this article broke from the site called Someone's Bones. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just read the article. I'm sure all you Akim have heard or seen some of these other videos, but this is just going to be a read-through of this article, so that way you can know what's going on. Yesterday, we exposed the truth from behind Biohacks Corporation, a Swedish tech firm that manufactures dangerous, ethically questionable RFID implants. Now, they're talking about this company here, Biohacks. It's a Swedish company, and they're the ones pretty much behind the push for these RFID chips around all the world right now. They even have press kits, or what's known as white papers, that kind of give all the details and everything about this this company. Now, another thing I'd like you to point out, which is kind of makes this kind of obvious that this is a setup or an okie doke, is that this guy here, Johan Osterlund, he's the founder and CEO. Now, this guy here, you know, he's it's hard to say if he's smart or not. Obviously, he's a smart guy, but is he smart enough to where he came out with this chip? I don't know. I wouldn't, bet on it, especially trusting ESO. This guy here, when you look into him, he's, for the most part, very tech-savvy individual. He's probably more lucky than anything, but just as all other RFID enthusiasts nowadays, he's a tattooed demon, right? Notice he's always all these people who are doing these RFID chips, they're basically tattooed. You know, they got demons on their asses. And what does one of his tattoos say? You know, it says no gods. You know, so this is the devil that you guys are dealing with here, right? This devil, this Edomite here that lives in Sweden, who is pushing this mark on his right hand. He literally has no gods tattooed on his arm. Let me continue. That maimed 2 recipients and may have irreparably harmed countless others. In 2017, Biohack quietly exported 250,000 chips to foreign companies, health agencies, and governments. One recipient was none other than the Federal Emergency Management Agency, which received 50,000 tailor-made units. Former Biohack engineer Liam Lenderstrom said that in June 2016, FEMA toured the company's Stockholm manufacturing facilities. The agents were primarily interested in the cost per unit and the feasibility of customizing the microchip to meet agency requirements. He added, when Biohack's founder, Johan Osterlund, told them the RFID tags had limitless versatility, the agent teetered and with giddiness, smiled fiendishly, and requested a comprehensive demonstration. Osterlund boasted the device's ability to geographically track anyone, anytime, anywhere on the planet via global positioning system. Now check this out. These devils, they constantly keep telling you, which is a lie, that these RFID chips are not GPS enabled, and that's true, right? But here's the thing: you don't need to have GPS to be tracked worldwide, and IBM made sure to that. You see, here's the patent that IBM holds that basically shows how they track RFID chips. It tells you when a person carrying or wearing items have RFID tags and enters an RFID tag scanner, scans the RFID tags on that person to determine the exact identity of the person, and the movement of that person is tracked based on these detections. And this is the patent number, and this was filed back in 2006, people. So again, that's what this whole tracking really is going to be about. It's not going to be GPS, but it's going to be location based and RFID scanning based, and massive amounts of databases. Because again, all these electronic systems you see going up around the cities, these 5G towers, they're all tied into this scanning of the RFID chip, or the coming tech world, or technocracy, as I've heard it called. Let me continue. He showed the FEMA men a large screen TV with a map of Sweden on it. There were colored dots scattered across the map representing those who'd been chipped. Blue dots for men, green dots for women. If he touched the dot on the screen, all personal information on that person was displayed, including some real-time medical data, Lundstrom said. Besides surreptitiously betraying a person's whereabouts, the implant monitors blood pressure, heart rate, and oxygen saturation. What's more, Australian purportedly confirmed a popular so-called conspiracy theory. The chip can be implanted without a person's knowledge or consent. The smallest model is approximately 50 microns, about the width of a human hair. It can be concealed in tetanus or influenza vaccinations, for example, our sources said. And that's true, right? Because one thing that I did is the Lord had it put on my spirit. I'm over here in the LA camp, so we tend to have a lot of access to tech over here since we're here in Los Angeles. Well, I went ahead and ordered some of these RFID chips, right? And what I did is I went and gave them to the leaders of our camps. We have 3 camps, so I went ahead and gave them all. I bought about 5-6 of these chips, and I went ahead and gave them to the leaders of our camps. And sure enough, the Lord, through his awesome power, made sure that Apostle Tahar received one of these chips, and he did an excellent video breakdown. Now, one thing that I noticed about these chips when I received them is that they were small as hell. You know, they were tiny little things, even smaller than a piece of rice, I would say, right? Now, there are different models out there, but again, you're gonna notice if this goes into your body. You know, they're not that small, but they are smaller than what you would think. So again, a piece of rice, if you haven't noticed, is a super small part. These things are just a little bit bigger than that piece of rice. Tells you. But the FEMA agents still were not sold. They asked Australian to develop a feature whereby the unit could be detonated remotely. If desired, Australian said the chip's size precluded conventional explosives, but offered a devious solution that made the FEMA agents bristle with excitement. Rather than explode, the RFID tag would emit an electrical pulse, able to stop a heart or fry a brain. And that's exactly what this fucking devil is all about, right? You know, he puts on this image that he's all about, you know, love and you know, about helping people, and he wants your life to be easier. But here goes a fucking testimony saying that this guy here is down with killing people or making a system to kill. kill people, right? So when you see this devil online, you know, talking to people, telling them about like, oh, how he got lucky one day out of nowhere. He got to, him and his friend got together and built the system to make things easier. No, it's all that's bullshit, because this is the real truth right here. He's down. He's down to. It says he offered a devious solution that made the FEMA agents bristle with excitement. Rather than explode, the RFID tag would emit an electrical pulse able to stop a heart or fry a brain. And that's this devil right here, people. It can be triggered from kilometers away, our sources said. Anyone receiving this chip is at the mercy of whoever implanted it. A prototype was shipped to FEMA 2 months later, and shortly thereafter they requested an initial order of 50,000 units, Ludstrom said. The order was fulfilled in August 2007. 2 months later, Ludstrom was fired for questioning the company's moral compass and for refusing to work on an enhanced model. I'm not the only one who questioned need for such technology, but biohacks lied to engineers by telling them that electrical impulses were for therapeutic reasons, like a TENS unit. But this is different, as static electricity shock is from being hit by a bolt of lightning. I absolutely believe there is a global initiative to chip the population, and biohacks wants to be at the forefront, Lustrom said. And that's what this damn devil, with his no God's tattoo on him, is down with, right? He wants the population to be chipped. And what's going to happen in this population that chips themselves, right? Everyone that you see on TV that has taken the mark, who has gone through the process to make their life a little bit easier so they don't have to pull out their keys or wave their ID tag. What's going to happen to them? This is what's going to happen to them. This is Revelations 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark or in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended for ever and ever. They have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So, hopefully there's a little bit of edification, Akim. The signs are there that, we are at the end. The events which were prophesied to take place towards the end of the world are now coming true. The prophecies have now become fact. So, prepare, get right with the Lord, make sure that your house is in order, and get ready for what's to come, because as if you read the Bible, you know that it's nothing pretty. So until the next time, Akim, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakwah Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect, and shalom to the 1/3 of Yashar, or to all of Yasharallah. So, until next time.